tell her I've got another
Sure.
pot out
They
there
come
that she
and
can put.
they have all kind of pancakes and everything.
Mary,
Yeah.
they, you know.
So you're here from Wyoming?
Right.
Wow, wow. Must
We-
be
we-
quite a change.
We are a tight Teton.
Yeah, it is quite a
Teton.
change.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nice there.
I beg your pardon?
It is pretty nice. It's nice and quiet.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. I'd love to live in a place like that. Just,
I know, I think you'd like it.
yeah. Well, hopefully once I get this situation resolved here, I am heading out west, and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
like
it
I
is
said,
just a lot of open spaces.
Yeah. You live like out in the middle of like nowhere, or
No, we're about 90 miles from Jackson Hole,
okay.
and we live about 8 miles outside the town of DuBois.
How big is that?
It's about 1,000 people. Probably.
Oh, okay.
We live about 8 miles outside of there.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, we live on a ranch that's, I'm not sure how big it is. It's a few hundred acres, I think. And that just borders the National Forest,
Wow. Which forest is that?
the Shoshone National Forest.
Okay. Which part of Wyoming is that?
It's real close to Yellowstone Park. It's
Okay.
right on the,
Yeah, close to Montana?
it's close to Montana,
Okay. All right.
and it's close to Idaho.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Just all those really scenic, picturesque places, all just,
Right,
you know,
it is.
nestled there,
Yeah.
just waiting to be explored.
I know, everywhere you look, it's like another postcard picture.
Yeah, one time you sent me Tetons.
Yeah.
That was really nice. Yeah. What happened to those? You had some Indian students.
Oh.
They were- weren't you talking about?
What was that?
You talked about.
You want to take me to the house, just maybe, or can I? No,
Oh, right.
Well, I don't know, not the whole
Right, my
house.
nephew
no, I mean just
is
over there.
studying at a
Okay,
It's just,
Good.
this out here, and we've got little plates.
Ayurveda.
And you brought some
Ayurvedic.
fedoras.
Oh, Ayurvedic.
So, that
Oh,
would be
yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah.
Do you need some help?
So
No,
my
no,
nephew
just
is
sit
studying
down
there
and-
now.
Oh, is it? Your
Danny's
nephew?
making the
Right.
regular coffee, Mary's
thought you-
helping
So
him,
we've
and
Super.
been reading all about it.
I'll bring out the
I thought you
VA
had
juice
some
and we
young
can sit down,
students.
and then I'll put the lasagna in and
Trying to graduate
and
from
it
your college.
can, well,
Long.
I gotta get the
No.
pizza out first.
That might have been Mary,
Okay.
because she knows all.
Wow, I
knows
mean,
all
look at all
about
this
that.
food.
Yeah, but I know what you're talking about, Ayurvedic. I know.
You can have a carrot.
That's very, very popular in India. I used to have a book on it.
you have to.
He loves it.
Yeah.
I think it's a 2-year school.
Ayurvedic, yeah. Where is it? All India?
That's in California.
Okay. Oh, they have it in California. Okay.
And then I think
I think it has all the Arabic calligraphy on it.
Wow.
Then I think they probably.
Did you get
it's
that
probably
from Morocco?
Well, I don't
I
know.
know they went to Morocco.
It's in their family, the
no,
Morocco
I
or
think that belonged to
Turkey.
their grandparents.
Oh, yeah, this one, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anybody knows where it came from.
Well, I can't believe that Christmas is here. Yeah. It just kind, everybody said thank you.
You're welcome.
It just kind of crept up on us.
Thank you, sir.
Waheed, you want some?
No, thank you.
So he's gonna have coffee.
There's one in every crowd.
Yeah.
He wanted to have something warm. Oh, let's sit down and enjoy ourselves for a while.
Khurram, you can come.
Sure.
That's a pretty red sweater.
Oh, thanks.
Did you have to work today?
Yes, but we got off like around 12:30.
Oh, well, that was nice.
Yeah, Christmas Eve.
This is fine. No, you can sit there. You can sit there. I'll sit here, because I have to keep it all in now.
Just
Yeah, to remain mobile.
How big was it?
Good, I got everybody now.
How many rooms?
Gosh, let me think. I think it's about 5,000 square feet.
Happy Festivus.
Have one of these good fedoras.
And did
They're
you have
really
some-
good.
Give Mary some and pass it around for you.
I didn't bring the dip.
They don't really need it.
Thank you.
Yeah, here's a napkin, there's.
Have you ever had these, Tim?
Tim had one.
You did?
Yeah, good, Tim.
They're vegetables fried in a batter, like.
Like hush puppies.
We've had
Take
them
one.
at your house.
Yeah, you've had
Well,
them.
you can eat these.
You can take a plate.
I watch you eat them.
What music is blaring in the background?
You know.
here?
Too bad. Did you just make them?
Trans-Siberian
just have-
Orchestra? or
no.
Mannheim Steamboat?
Yeah, man, I've seen it all
Okay.
last year.
We had to make, we made cartoladas to the schools.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
This was
All
really,
right.
this particular one was really
I
good
bet.
for working. We made those honey cookies, the cartoladas
Oh,
on
is
Monday.
it? Yeah.
And we had this music going, especially this one. Tim could really control the machine, and we use like a pasta machine, you know, to make that dough.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you have to run it through, and you have to run it through 8 numbers to get it really thin. And so when this was on, Tim could really work.
I know, he couldn't stop until
Or,
we have our own company.
uh-huh,
We're building log homes. So it's construction mostly.
uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a tough job, Khurram. Hard work.
A
Hard
lot
work.
of hard physical work.
Yeah.
They're log brokers too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's about half the time is just selling the raw material.
those shoes?
Wow.
Then the other time you have to watch out for grizzly bears and mountain lions.
Were they, did they go and sell it?
Yeah, you do.
There's a lot of grizzly
Still
there?
sells, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
They come right up to their house.
They're comfortable though.
The black bears have, but not the grizzlies.
They didn't come up when Dan was there.
No, we thought we saw one.
Yeah.
It was just a
Yeah, the
log.
black bears are pretty friendly though.
Yeah. This is, the trick is not
Unless they
to,
eat
not to surprise them.
Well, then.
The ones that eat you aren't friendly.
Well, it depends. They might be.
A friendly
Just
meal.
contrary.
A friendly meal.
Hey
Sounds
Dan,
like
did
a
you say
Wednesday.
David called today?
Yeah, he called to work.
Oh, what did
See
you
if we
say?
had James and the giant peach
Oh, what did you want that for?
for Nick.
Oh, no. So did you?
Nick was on the phone. No, we didn't have it.
We used to have it.
We had Finding Nemo, which I thought.
Well, he's got Finding Nemo.
He's probably got that.
We saw that at their house on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that was cute.
Yeah.
How long's it been since you seen Nicky, Dan?
When's the last time we saw him? Last Christmas?
Golly.
Oh, didn't you see them? Weren't they here at Easter? Maybe they weren't. No, because they do Easter with her mother.
Right.
Yeah, it's probably been a year.
Yeah.
And you didn't see him when Cindy was here because he didn't come up.
Boy, he's a
Yeah.
big difference between the last time you saw him.
You didn't come here 4th
Yeah,
of
he's
July when
talking
they were
and
here.
walking and everything.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh
as
my
sharp
gosh,
as
he's a
tack.
So,
He is as sharp as a
Oh,
tack.
he is such a sharp little kid. And Natalie's walking now too, you know, and
Are they coming tomorrow?
they're coming tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He said around 4.
They do Christmas with her family,
Okay.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Her mother has, her father always used to have them over for pancakes in the morning, Christmas Eve morning. And her mother has carried on the tradition since the father died. And then her aunt on her father's side, it used to be the grandmother and the aunt,
Okay.
used to have them for Christmas Eve. And they have a big family, you know. Melissa comes from a family of 8 children.
Oh, she does? Oh. Okay.
So that's a lot of people in the aunt's house. And so they're there now, you know, after Christmas Eve. So then they'll come tomorrow.
what time is Aggie coming?
Joe's real sick.
Oh,
Joe is?
he has a flu.
He's had the flu all week.
Jeez.
So they're kind of thinking of coming without him.
Yeah.
Who has,
Joe, Aggie's husband. And Molly, of course, Christmas is the most important day of the year to her, and she wants to be here. And Jake's coming, he's bringing his girlfriend. He's in Cleveland at his girlfriend, his family.
Take care of Joe. Joe?
Joe's gonna have to take care of himself, unless he gets better. He went to the doctor yesterday and they put him on an antibiotic because they thought he had pneumonia.
Oh my gosh.
So I said, well, maybe you shouldn't be coming, you know. And she said, I have to because the kids want to come. And Jake called and asked if it was okay to bring Michelle, his girlfriend. And so, and Michelle asked if she could bring Michelle. Michelle could bring her little dog, her little Chihuahua. And I forgot about Bridgie being allergic.
Oh boy.
And I said yes, if they took care of it.
Yeah.
I said, if it's a house dog and you two take care of that dog. I don't want it running all over the house.
You know what that means.
And they've got a little cage for it, you know. And
It's a game.
so, yeah, it is fair game if they don't take care of it. And so anyway, so we just have to wait and see. Jay called me too, and he said, "What time is everybody coming?" And I said, "Don't ask me."
Why, is he gonna drive up separately?
Yeah, they're in Cleveland. He and his girlfriend are at her mother's house
Okay.
tonight. But he didn't want to stay there for Christmas. He wanted to come here for
Yeah.
Christmas. So they're so used to coming here.
Yeah.
You know, that this is where Christmas is to them. So you didn't have James and the Giant Peach, huh?
No.
Who'd I take to see that? Becky, I think. I don't think it was Ian.
That was too a while.
That was a long time ago. That's what she wanted to see. We went to the, I remember she was,
It's cute.
It's really cute.
yeah,
You
it's,
should see it. I mean,
yeah,
it's
it is
really
cute.
cute.
It is
Have you
cute.
seen it for him?
No.
Tim Burton?
About a kid
It's
and
really,
I've
that's a
heard,
really
yeah.
good movie.
lives
It's
Is
inside
it?
a peach
Yeah.
Yeah.
with
really
a
cute.
spider.
Just the animation in it's great.
It's like that clay or
Yeah.
something.
Roach and
I took her to the movies that
You have
day.
to see it too.
And we went to see something else, but
Yeah.
they were sold out or something, or it was
I'd never heard
the
of
wrong
that.
time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know she could read that well.
Made by the same people.
And
that
she
made
said,
that claymation, the first
James
Toy
and the
Story,
Giant
Toy
Peach is
Story.
on now. And I said, oh, you want to see that?
Coming to Wyoming
And she said,
anytime.
yeah, I'd like to see that. So we went to see that. It really surprised me that she could read the thing and tell me that it was on and we were there at the right time. It was a cute little show. So how many years ago would that have been?
I don't
Like,
know, 10 years.
She'd have to be, well, I'd imagine she'd be 6 or 7 maybe. 8 years.
8 years.
Could have been 8 years ago
Mhm.
that that movie was on. So,
Faryal really liked
yeah, it was cute.
That's really cute.
Did you see it like on a video or did you go to the movie?
We saw it on video. I wish I would have seen it at the movies.
it. Did you ever see Ponette?
Mm-mm.
Oh, you
Yeah,
should see
that's-
it.
What's that?
It's a story about a little girl whose mom dies
Oh,
and how she goes through the grieving process, but it's from her eyes.
uh-huh.
And then she's got her childhood friends who have their theories on what they think death is.
Oh.
It's really interesting because you see it from a kid's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is it new?
no, it's been out for
I never heard of it.
I
probably
didn't have either.
It's
It's a
sad.
French.
Great
It's a
years.
French movie.
Uh-huh.
It's a French movie, so it's
Uh-huh.
subtitles.
So you had the video and
Yeah.
where'd you get it?
Where did we rent it from?
Like Blockbuster.
Mhm. See, the only thing we have is that one that we don't patronize, remember?
Yeah. Well, try the library; they might have it. Or ask.
What?
if they
How do you
have
spell it?
Ponettete,
Oh,
something like that.
Mhm. I never even saw that, did you?
Khurram told us about it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Is
Yeah,
it
that would-
depressing
It's
ultimately?
it's everything.
It
Yeah.
is
It's
sad,
fun.
but
Sometimes it's
also,
funny.
Sad and
Funny.
funny.
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
Cute.
sad.
Yeah.
It's just the kids, but they, they're the best actors.
Yeah, this little
Oh,
girl.
that little
Yeah.
girl
Those
is-
Those French
That little girl
films
is-
have a tendency to
She's,
be
I think she's
depressing.
like one of the youngest actors.
She won like the
Like
best
4,
actress.
she's only
in
4,
France or
she's only
something.
4
There's a
years
lot of
old.
good ones, I think, though.
Just she doesn't seem like she's acting.
Yeah, it
Yes.
seems
At
like
all.
it's
Yeah.
No, I don't think she, I think they just put her in like these little, scenarios.
I,
Yeah.
And then they let
remember
her play out.
one called Gervais. Remember that, honey? It was a French movie. God, it was the most depressing. You know, it just,
Impoverished.
yeah,
people.
it just comes from deliriously happy to descending to total, oh, chaos. God almighty. Jeez, you went out of that and you want to just go home and cry. You know?
There was that other French movie that was just out, Wing Migration or something. It's about the birds. It's about like from a bird perspective. And they somehow they took the camera.
Yeah, I read a review on that.
Yeah, I heard it's really good.
Yeah.
Maybe that would be something to see this season.
But they probably shot all the birds down at the end.
We saw a whole, now what do you call it, of geese when they're in formation. Oh.
They're right, just right over the
Yeah,
house.
they just came right over the house today.
Flock?
No, there's a word.
Is a flock.
Congregation.
There's a word that, when they're in flight. I
I
can't
always
remember
thought it
what
was
it
a
is.
flock.
Yeah.
Gaggle.
But that
Formation.
was interesting that we'd see it today.
And a few days ago, I saw 6 red cardinals in our
In our
backyard.
backyard.
Oh,
6.
6 of them, yeah.
I had
Yeah,
never-
6 of them all at
I had
once.
never seen so many
Yeah.
cardinals in my life in
Yeah.
one spot.
I hope that, well, I was gonna get some of that, birdseed when we went to the store today and I forgot. I was gonna get some
Yeah, well,
sunflower
the darn
seeds.
squirrels would eat it anyway.
Maybe not.
We've been putting our old cereal out for the squirrels.
Yeah.
Go
Did they come up?
crazy.
Oh,
Now they're starting to tap on the window.
Oh,
driving
no.
us
You're kidding.
Yeah, but don't your cats scare them away?
Well,
No,
they try to.
they try to, but
They try to run up to the window and bang on it.
But now they figured out that they're
squirrels.
behind the glass.
Yeah.
They antagonize them.
The squirrels
Oh, I hate
antagonize them.
squirrils.
You know, I
I
never
hate
knew.
squirrels.
This is so funny
I think
too.
they're nothing more than bushy-tailed rats.
But they're really cute.
Yeah, until they get in your house. And then that's
We
a
had one
different
in our
story.
house,
But
so.
faces are very cute, you
Yeah,
know.
they are fascinating, yeah.
Much cuter.
But they're
than
very
rats.
dangerous. You know, in Maine, our sister took us around these parks and so forth, and they had these signs. The
Killer squirrels.
No. The squirrels are very cute, but very dangerous, and they are.
That was at Acadia National
Yeah,
Park.
you get nipped by one of those suckers, and you've been hit. I hate them. Just hate them. I trapped them and trapped them and trapped them and trapped them, and it was useless. They just keep coming back. You know, they say, hey, it's safe to come in the Drury's yard now.
They go to every.
I took Mary to the yoga class yesterday
Oh, yeah.
at the Y.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, we had a nice time. You're not taking it now, huh?
No.
Oh, you do
I'm
yoga
not.
too?
I take
Who's
it
your
every
instructor?
Tuesday and
Who
Thursday at the
This
Y.
was Christine.
I do it every other day.
Christine,
I just,
you do it when?
I do it every other day. Just
Oh, you
on my
every
own.
other day? On your own, yeah.
Yeah.
We do it here.
What do
too.
you
No,
do?
because
Yeah.
my
I do
membership
Khurram.
is up.
Just the
But
stretches. I
I
don't
have
do
a
this.
Pilates tape.
I do other strength stuff, but and some of those poses are pretty challenging.
Yeah, they are.
I don't. I don't have the calories to spare for some of that stuff.
Yeah, they take a lot of strength.
Yeah.
I get a kick out of this commercial. It's I don't know which one it is, one of these digital phone companies. And this girl goes into all
I'm
these
gonna look and see if it's
contortions,
bubbling now.
you know, so she can talk and get through. Boy, she must be the most limber person in the world.
And there is another commercial too that really cute was with the squirrels that those stick what is those paper
Oh, the post-it notes.
posted, yeah, and they're posting it, you know.
Yeah, where
the
they
tree
buried
or
their
so-
nuts.
Yeah, and it's under the tree. That's so cute.
You haven't
Well,
seen that one.
yeah, we
I'd
see
run
it
around
once
and
in a
tear
while.
them up if I saw them.
Yes.
Isn't it Verizon isn't that the Verizon
Do you have a-
commercial?
With the girl?
Yeah,
the
but
contortionist?
when the cats go out, then they'll go. Cats like chase them out.
We used to pick pine cones that the squirrels would cast under all these trees.
They would steal them.
And we'd steal all the pine cones so we can get the seeds from them to plant trees.
Oh.
And the squirrels would just be dropping stuff on you and just chattering and screaming.
Yeah, I heard that they like to drop
That's
stuff. 'Cause
funny.
I heard that the squirrels like to drop nuts on dogs to hear them bark.
Oh, boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They like to drop
Yeah, these
nuts
would
on
be
so they
dropping
can
pine
bark.
cones
Yeah.
and branches and everything else on
Yeah.
us.
They
That's
love to.
funny.
When you worked for the forestry?
Yeah.
Mischievous.
Forest Service.
Oh
The
my
poor
gosh.
squirrels would work all summer
I
long.
know, we'd go in there and take out their whole cash for,
Oh.
we'd always leave some. But boy, they weren't happy.
That's funny.
I remember one time I came out of the shed, you know, and there was this squirrel on the top of the roof, and he was growling. He must have been one of the ones I shot at.
I saw squirrels jumping from one pole to another, and there was a bird coming like doom, and it pick on him. It would go to the next pole, come back, it got pick on. He's jumping all around, going on the tree, and that bird won't quit.
Oh.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
told you one time that they're just having a lot of fun with squirrels.
Well, our neighbor told me about this squirrel that was running around in his yard, and this hawk came down and got him.
Ah.
Wham! He was gonna make a meal out of it.
Yeah.
And he was so happy because he hates squirrels as much as I do.
We had a dog that just hated squirrels, and there was only one squirrel probably in the whole county, and it was at our place. And the squirrel it'd jump from tree to tree, and the dog would see it climb up the tree. So the dog would be trying to climb up the tree, barking his head off, and the squirrel would go jump to another tree, pick a walnut, come down and bury it right behind the dog. And then the dog would turn around and see the squirrel chasing up that tree. Then it would just go jump over to the next tree and come down and bury a walnut right behind the
Well,
dog.
I'm amazed, I'm amazed that a cat can catch a squirrel.
Yeah, this dog never.
Aggie.
But they do at your place, right, Danny?
Yeah, the little ones, the little guys.
No,
they catch.
they've only caught, Cece caught a chipmunk.
Chipmunks.
But those
Yeah.
are even faster.
But the squirrels, I've seen them catch baby squirrels.
They've
before.
never caught a squirrel. Mm-mm.
The
They're
little
so
babies.
fast.
So they
Yeah,
always catch,
they are
every
fast.
single day they catch mice.
Yeah, mice.
Mice,
Yeah,
that's fine, but it's, those squirrels are so fast. Gee whiz, they're like grease
I don't think
lightning.
a cat would mess with a squirrel,
rabbits, they catch a lot of rabbits.
but
Yeah.
they did. I'm surprised she caught that chipmunk. Chipmunks are
I've
fast.
never seen
Really?
a cat chase a squirrel.
You have a cat.
They
I've
don't
seen
know.
our cat chase a squirrel, but
Yeah, they
Oh,
chat
is
back and forth with each other. Sometimes the squirrels chase the
Dogs
cats.
are about, dogs.
So they come
They're
over.
cute.
No.
They're really good dogs, so.
A weasel,
You have a dog.
No.
a weasel will take on a
But our landlady has, well, she had 4 until recently. Now she has 3.
Oh.
So we end up.
We had at the university, one of the investigators, he caught a few of the squirrels, and he brought a big aquarium, put in the aquarium, and the USD inspector showed up and looking at all those poor squirrels that would go in the corner, intimidated, coached, and the inspector got real mad, write a big ticket,
Oh.
So that way, I was trying a different kind of housing one time. I caught one squirrel.
Yeah.
We divide the difference so that they have a pocket separate. They can go and hide.
Oh.
And then we put a lot of branches and they made a cage from wires, and they will go underneath and
So
can
when the
hide.
inspector comes, they hug your hide.
Huh?
When the inspector comes, they're gonna hide.
One for environment enrichment,
Yeah.
they want some place where animals can go and hide.
Oh.
And this is more and more emphasis is coming. For example, now making huts for mice and hamsters and something, pipes, so they can just go and hide there. Because it reduces their stress level.
Oh.
Yeah, I can concur.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They go through lots of stress, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
think about it.
Leave me alone
Yeah.
mentality.
Because everything is bigger than them.
Yeah.
That's a big problem with
Yeah.
zoos. Yeah, whether or not they have enough range for these animals, and they
Yeah.
don't. They don't.
Toledo Zoo definitely doesn't. Yeah.
No, I don't think any of them.
Well, Columbus Zoo is supposed to be good. San Diego Zoo is supposed to be.
How about
especially
Cincinnati? That's
Yeah,
a
but
pretty
you're still
big
taking
zoo.
them out of
That's
their
good,
natural
yeah.
habitat.
Uh-huh.
Well,
But
yeah.
these big animals, these
Yeah.
big predators, they
Your
need
friend
miles.
Craig Robinson,
Yeah.
they're gonna have another baby.
Mm.
Otherwise they
What's that,
pace.
number 3?
That's a sign of
He's a
stress.
little
I really
stressed.
don't like.
I don't like
zoos.
zoos.
I don't like. Yeah, I
I don't like
either.
zoos.
Yeah.
I don't like circuses either.
Uh-huh.
No, but the zoos have come in long
Some
way.
zoos are okay. Some zoos are
The
okay.
Yeah,
last
but
one-
Like the zoo in San Diego is okay.
But I don't think there is
That's a-
any
that's a good-
need to
that's a good
have
zoo.
zoos, you know.
Big, a little girl
They-
that's
they have
7,
come a
little boy
long
that's
way,
about
you know, they
1,
used to
almost 2.
Put an elephant into a
This is a
room,
boy too.
and that poor thing is kind
So
of
the two
shaking
boys
back
can
and
share.
forth,
Yeah.
back and forth, swinging.
Yeah,
back.
now the zoos are much
Now they
better,
have,
but
yeah,
still.
they
And,
give them more range.
His wife
But I
is
don't
an
think they give them
occupational
enough.
therapist.
Yeah.
That,
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
It's not
that,
natural
They
for
can never be
schools.
enough,
No.
Yeah.
can never be enough.
No,
She's a
some of
nice
these,
girl.
some of these
Jennifer.
animals need
So,
hundreds of miles to roam
Mhm.
and to be comfortable. And I've never liked zoos. I've always thought, even since I was a little kid, you know, like you said, they put them in these short cages and they pace back and forth,
Yeah, yeah.
pace back and forth, pace back. You know, who needs to see them in human form? I think the Natural Museum in Chicago is a great place. They're all stuffed. You can see what the hell they look like, and they have their natural habitats and so forth. I don't think you have to see them pacing.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the animal. Like large animals, yeah, they're going to need a lot of habitat space. But for something small, like insect exhibit or small reptiles, yeah, aquariums or
Yeah, yeah.
are
Yeah.
fine.
I think they can.
Even for the primates, they're,
yeah, I was
you know,
gonna say the
those
primates they
facilities.
seem to have enough
yeah.
room. They look like
Yeah.
they're happy. I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
they're not.
They should have parks instead of zoos like safari, you know.
They definitely live longer in captivity
And,
than they do.
That's where they can,
Plus, they need.
And they're reproducing too now in
Yeah.
captivity. So
we
That's
need some
interesting.
kind of thing, not zoos, but something like parks, so that
Mhm.
a lot of species will become extinct, a lot
Right.
of mammals are getting extinct.
Well, then
And you have
they
to
get the
preserve them, yeah.
Mhm. Well, they get exposure to the public, and they need that for political reasons to support, such and such park in Africa or, Costa Rica, where have you.
well, I'm
But
sorry we're gonna
really-
to wait so long for this.
90%
What happened to the darn
of all the animals that ever existed on Earth are extinct. 90%.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. But I don't want dinosaurs running around my house. And Tyrannosaurus Rex or
Yeah, that was
friendly.
natural selection.
Triceratops
Mm.
or these 50 or 100-foot long snakes. No, I can get along with them just fine.
But see, cockroach hasn't changed. Millions, hasn't
No,
changed,
that's-
still there. Still
That's
there.
something.
That's right.
Still outlive us all.
Yeah, right.
And so are the trilobites, some of them.
Speaking of
Still there.
cockroaches, I was testing out a game system the other day, and I picked up one of the games, and it had 3 cockroaches.
Ew.
How'd they-
Yeah.
How'd they taste, Dan?
You mean somebody brought it in
Yeah,
that
I
wanted to
gave it
sell
to
it to you? Oh my gosh, what'd you do?
I had said, we have to pass on these roach infested. Please get them out of the stores.
Yeah, right now. Run it out.
Because we had to get our store sprayed this summer for roaches.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. But yeah, it was gross.
Oh. Did she leave or was she insulted?
Yeah, she felt kind of embarrassed. She said,
Yeah.
I'll never rent or let my friends borrow my system.
Oh, good. That was a good comeback.
Which is quick. I
That
thought
was very
pretty quick.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you were very diplomatic.
Yes.
I know. I would have too.
Instead of banging her head.
Or just opening the door and tossing it out.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I felt like.
good God.
Oh, golly,
It's amazing how they survive.
I know, and then even,
It's like alligators and sharks. They've been around forever, 100 million years.
What did I hear? One raisin can keep 100 cockroaches alive for a month.
no,
One raisin.
no.
Yeah, one raisin.
Well, that might be true, you know, that's why they are alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they don't die.
So that's why they say, you know, if you have
Yeah.
a roach problem and you leave any
Any
food,
food,
around, it's
Remember
dangerous.
all those places that you used to rent in college?
Oh yeah, they're all roach infested.
Remember that place that we were gonna
I
rent?
think so. I think it's too cold.
They had really bad
Oh, yeah.
silverfish and the roaches.
Oh, the place over on Worcester?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was disgusting. And then they had a drop ceiling in the kitchen. And then we got out of our lease, and they were saying when they took it down, all these roaches fell.
Wow.
Remember that? That
Yeah,
house?
yeah.
Jeez.
Some guy, I think his name is, the landlord's name is Gary. Gary Thompson or something. That's
And
what his name
Danny
is.
used to, he and his friends were always spraying for roaches in all those places he rented.
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible.
In Florida, are there lots of roaches?
I've never
There's,
seen
there's
one.
large insects.
They're large
Yeah,
insect. What do they
popcorn
call that thing that we saw once and we thought it was a roach and they
Yeah,
said,
Where in
oh,
Florida?
yeah, what do they call that thing? There's a name for it. Palmyra or
Yes,
palmetto
palmetto.
bug or something.
God,
We-
it was this big.
It was real big. It ran right across our kitchen once, and I said, "Oh my gosh, we've got roaches!" But it was this They have a lot of insects and stuff, you know,
Yeah, because of humidity.
and they have to, spray all the time. They didn't spray while we were there, but I mean, people just have their places routinely sprayed every couple months. They
Yeah.
spray
It's
all around
because
the
it's so
outside.
open too.
So
there's-
hot and
there's
and damp.
open, yeah.
You know, there's a lot of the
And
water
then
table's
they're
very
very
high. And,
negligent
yeah.
because they have all these fruit trees.
yeah,
And the fruit
Fruit
falls to
drops.
the ground,
Oh.
and the rodents eat them.
yeah,
Rats come out, they thrive on these things.
yeah. We
It's
always
just so stupid.
would.
But they're too lazy to come out and pick them up and throw them away. Or, much less use them, They have all these wonderful grapefruit and oranges, and they just let them flop on the ground. It's
Yeah, I
terrible.
only saw that palmetto bug once, and I told
That's
somebody
enough.
about it, and I
That's
said,
enough.
"Oh my gosh, what is I said, "What does a roach look like?" I saw this really big thing, and they said, "Oh, that's just a palmetto bug." They're all over Florida, but
That's what they call roaches.
that's
in
all.
Florida.
That's all I'd ever want to see. I didn't want to see very many.
Have
of
you
those.
heard that they have found some kind of what are those in fruit and Kroger in the grapes?
Oh, those
Fruit flies?
the terrible spiders.
Spiders,
Brown
yeah.
recluse?
The
Black
tarantula,
widow.
yeah,
The brown
black widow or
recluse.
tarantula, yeah,
I think it's that.
yeah.
Twice.
Beg your pardon?
Here or over there?
Looks like we help ourselves out in the kitchen
yeah,
the
okay.
other way.
Oh, yeah.
There's another way too. There is this way,
It's like a maze.
and then there is this way.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Since I'm not doing anything else.
Yeah, we had said you were gonna be the server since you were leaving, but we're all done serving. And now you're sure you don't want any?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Thank you.
We made it with
Offer.
vegetables, so